People keep telling me they know me. No one does.
But I do.
What's up, guys? Today I'm gonna do a little movie review on the Rise of Skywalker that I went and saw last night with my dad. And so the thing is, I actually enjoyed it. I liked it, and the reason I say actually is because I was talking to my cousins and some of my friends from school, and my buddies from school were like kind of hating on it a little bit. They were rating it like 4.5 or 6 out of 10. Um, but my cousins really seemed to like it, so I was like, okay, I guess I'll go see for myself. I'm not like the biggest Star Wars fan, but I've seen all the movies up until now except for Solo. Um, so I don't know. I know a fair amount about it, and I'm really into film, so I figured I'd go see it and I don't know, give it a shot at reviewing. First, I'm going to give kind of a short version of like if you haven't seen it, no spoilers, just like what I thought. Overall, I thought the storyline was pretty good, the acting's good. It's a high budget movie, so it's gonna look pretty good throughout. And I thought it was worth seeing. I thought it was worth the 2.5 hours out of your life and $10 or however much for a ticket. All right, so some of my initial thoughts as the movie started were first, I felt like the pacing was kind of off. And I think for about the first 15 minutes of the movie, I felt like the pacing was off and that it was just moving a little bit too fast. And it was like, it felt kind of montagey, just like cutting from this action happening here to this over there. And I don't know, I feel like they're kind of trying to set the stage for everything and like show you where all the different characters are and what they're doing. But to me, it just didn't feel great. And I felt like the movie didn't really start until that scene in the desert. With Ray, it's shown in the trailer, so it's not really spoilers. But when she like jumps over the ship and stuff, um, I I don't know. I feel like that part could have just been kind of left out, like the whole montagey first bit, and really get to the story because you really don't like get into it and I don't know start to like really feel like immerse yourself in the story until that part. But I guess the good thing is eventually it gets to where the pacing is better. You do get immersed in the story, and I don't know. From there, I was kind of hooked and enjoyed the rest of the story. So some of the things that I look for in a movie like Star Wars, this high budget, first, is it actually funny? Is it gonna have humor in it? And if it does, do the jokes actually make me laugh? Is it timeless? Like, are those jokes? Um, I don't know. Is it something that you're just gonna like chuckle at because it's a some reference to something that won't be funny in like 10 years or something? Is the story good? Just like overall, is it something that would stand alone where I don't have to watch all the other movies and like know everything about it to be just a good standalone story? And then on the flip side of that, like, is does it fit into the series well, and does it like build on the rest of the things that the Star Wars series has done in a way that makes sense and is entertaining? Then other things, just is the acting good? Is it well written? Just overall, like, I guess what is the quality? Um, so was it really funny? I don't know why I picked humor first. Like, it's not a comedy, clearly. Um, anyway, I don't know. That was just the first thing that I thought about. I didn't really think it was funny. Like honestly, if they took out just all of the one-liners and it were like a serious movie, I think I would have enjoyed it more just because it would have been less distracting. Like, oh, there's that joke that they're trying to crack. I don't know, but overall, I did think like there were one or two moments that made me laugh, but I don't know. Overall, it was not that humorous. I will at the end when I'm gonna talk about stuff that has spoilers in it. I will like mention one of the funny lines that kind of got me. Um, next was the acting good. So overall, I thought that Adam Driver as Kylo Ren, John Boyega, Daisy Ridley as Rey, like all of them did a fantastic job. And I don't know, like I was kind of on the fence in the first couple of movies with them. Um, I don't know. I just like I didn't think they did a bad job or anything, but like sometimes they just felt like a little bit cheesy and not like legit action heroes. I don't know. I just feel like in the first Star Wars movies, like A New Hope and stuff, like Luke and Han just feel. I mean, they're funny and there's like humor in it, but overall they feel so real. Like you feel like they could actually be out in this like crazy universe, and I wasn't sure if the new cast would feel that way, but I think they really did a good job um, overall. I did think Poe was all right. I can't remember what the actor's name is, but I did feel like there were a couple scenes where he just didn't completely sell it for me. Like the part where um, I don't know. I guess I'll get into spoilers at the end. But there were times where he was supposed to be like an inspiring leader and stuff, and I just didn't feel that way. Okay, so one of the other things that I think was kind of interesting was in the script. I feel like overall it was pretty well written. But there were a few times where like characters would repeat lines that were said earlier and it was supposed to be kind of like I don't know, inspirational or something, and I just didn't really feel it that much. I don't know. It was like the characters like Ray or Poe would be like, "Oh, this was something inspiring that like Leia said," and like repeat it the exact same way, but it wasn't like they really believed it. I don't know. It just felt kind of weird for me. So I guess that's not necessarily the script, but like some of the acting. So overall, I would recommend it. I thought it was a good movie. I'd give it at least like a 7 or 8 out of 10 for being uh, a new Star Wars movie, which I know not everyone's like a fan of that. But overall, I think it was a good standalone movie. Had good story, good acting. Um, from like a critical film perspective, the the CG overall was really good. Which I mean you expect from a high budget movie, but overall the effects were good. The composition and everything was good. Um, Costumes were fantastic, and it was cool because it was like Star Wars level of like okay they go to weird planets and see these weird creatures, but it was almost in a better way less like just creepy. Like they're in the original Star Wars, they're just these weird scenes like the cantina and whatever where these creatures that you're just like I don't want to see that. Like I don't put that in a movie. And I feel like there's a good balance in it. Anyway, yeah, overall, good movie. I came in with very low expectations and they were surpassed. So if you had any thoughts about the movie and want to comment, please do below, and hope you like the video.